Suffering Podcast.
Being a cop was not on the radar at all. At 19, 3 days after my 19th birthday, I go through a tragic loss in my life. Shit happens. I had to take my time of mourning, kind of figure out what am I doing with myself. But I go home that day and I look at myself in the mirror, I'm like, good job, asshole. And I always thought I can be decent as a police officer. I always wanted to be of service. That's one thing I wanted to help people. I tell my wife, man, I should have been a cop. But I was confident enough, I'm like, you know what, I can do this. It's one of those things where I tell people, you think you know what you want to do, but you don't know until you get there. I like being connected to them. 2 years in, I do the bare minimum of road patrol, 2 years. And then I get my dream gig, become a detective in street crimes. That's what I wanted. Gangs, guns, and dope. No intention, by the way, of being an SRO, a school resource officer, at all. We get into this chase through 2 different counties, multiple cities, shooting happens. I started to get dad's guilt because, again, I grew up with a family intact. My dad coached the little league teams my brother and I played on. He was always involved. And I was in street crimes a total of 4 years, and I started realizing that I was missing out on stuff. And if you give me the choice of super cop or super dad and husband, I'm gonna go dad and husband. We're on vacation, and I was already kind of feeling some kind of way about you know, what I'm missing. And we get those department emails of the opening for school resource officer. Now, I was that dude, to be honest, because I came from schools. SRO, like, that's where you go when you're gonna retire.
If you want an apple, you don't go pick an apple off the ground, you get one from the tree. SROs have the ability to get to that apple while it's still on the tree, not while it's on the ground, it's got all worms all over it. Most valuable position in the police department.
And I said, yeah, no, but I don't want to miss anymore.
They know everything. They got their finger on the pulse. You are the first line of defense because these kids are going to grow up and they're going to be teenagers. If the school resource officer doesn't do their job, these teenagers are going to cause a lot of problems and they're going to make the police department busier than it should be.
Detectives reaching out all the time. Hey, you know this? Need to identify? You know this guy? I get called out for a barricaded subject. He had beat his pregnant girl, fled from the other officers, and now he's barricaded in a shed with a gun. I see the picture of the young suspect. He was 23 at the time. I go, I know this guy. He went to my school. Sarge says, all right, your lead.